Welcome back. A water taxi service could be coming to Sarasota in a matter of weeks.
Plans are to have this service go from the bay in downtown Sarasota to Anna Maria Island. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now live from the Sarasota Bayfront with more. Rick.
Yeah, Haley and Scott, plans are to have this water taxi leave right from here at Marina Jack. This is with the hopes of eliminating some of the traffic problems here. It's something that has lots of people excited.
I think it's a super idea. The traffic has been horrendous. Driving from Sarasota down to Anna Maria can take sometimes 2 hours.
A water taxi service is one step closer to becoming reality in Sarasota. Paradise Boat Tours would provide the service from the Bayfront in Sarasota to the historic Bridge Street Pier in Bradenton Beach. Captain Sherman Baldwin has spearheaded the effort to make this happen.
It would be right up the bay, which is part of the Intercoastal Waterway. The time with this initial boat is 54 minutes dock to dock. The round trip cost will be $12.50.
The 149-passenger water taxi would operate daily from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m., 365 days a year, and includes a snack bar and coupons for local businesses. Cornelis Verhagen is a boater who has lived in Sarasota for 25 years. He's very much in support of this water taxi idea.
I would definitely use it if it's not too expensive. It would beat, hopefully it would beat the cost if I would take my own boat.
Talk of a water taxi to ease traffic congestion has been in the works in the city of Sarasota for many years. It's expected to go in front of city commissioners for approval by the beginning of February.
We're excited that the private sector is coming in and making this proposal so that, you know, the city, without subsidization from the city, and so we're looking forward to being a partner.
Captain Baldwin tells us, in addition to this water taxi, a vessel is currently being built that would cut the Sarasota to Bradenton Beach trip from 54 minutes down to 29 minutes. That could be available by the summer.
Anything we can do to take somebody out of their car and bring them around Southwest Florida not using a car is an absolute must.
And if all goes according to plan, this water taxi could be available as early as February 15th. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. It will soon be a little easier to get around the city of Venice. The city's bright red trolley will once again hit the streets starting Tuesday, January 10th. The trolley will run for 14 weeks through mid-April. It will be on the road Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and it's free to ride. The trolley will stop if you flag it down, and it's also dog-friendly. Trolley will make a 30-minute loop with several stops, including Centennial Park, South Jetty, Venice Beach, Venice Avenue, and Nokomis Avenue.
The Sarasota County School Board just recently giving its approval of a 4% pay raise for teachers and staff. This new contract will help bring some salaries back to pre-recession levels. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo is here with what it means for all involved. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, this was an increase that teachers and support staff seem to be happy with. Teachers passed it by 99% and classified employees by about 97%. According to the county's Teacher Association president, Barry Dubin, the increase is the largest since the 2006-2007 school year, when employees received an increase of more than 5%.
No, I mean, this is a decent raise for this year. Understand, we've been digging out of a hole for many years. There were many years in which step increments were not granted.
The increase will apply not only to teachers, but to support staff as well, which will be retroactive to July of last year. Back to you.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. We're just a few days away now from college football playoff national championship game in Tampa, and tickets are selling out. But not all those tickets are real. The Better Business Bureau is reporting ticket scams have increased ahead of the game. They're now offering some tips to avoid becoming a victim. One is avoiding buying tickets from secondary markets. Also, buying a ticket from someone, if the deal sounds too good to be true, well, it probably is. Also, do your research and check out seats ahead of time. And for more tips to avoid buying fake tickets to the game, you can go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and just click on links we mentioned. And the start of spring training on the Suncoast is just a few weeks away, if you can believe that. The Pittsburgh Pirates are looking for some talented singers. The Pirates will hold national anthem auditions on Sunday, January 29th from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. at McKechnie Field in Bradenton. Those auditions are open to anyone interested in singing the Star-Spangled Banner before Pirates spring training games, but you have to feel comfortable performing in front of audiences of 7,000 people or more. The Pirates will start their home schedule at McKechnie with a matchup against the Baltimore Orioles on February 25th, and tickets are on sale right now.
I really say hats off to anyone who tries out for that, who attempts that, because that is quite a feat. But
it's a difficult song.
It's a really hard song. And like they said, you're in front of so many people, so there's a lot of pressure too. But I know a lot of people, great singers, will be picked. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's get another check on our weather now. Josh Stone in tonight for Bob.
Thanks. Yeah, no singing in the rain for this evening. Tomorrow evening, maybe a different story. Beautiful conditions around the state of Florida right now. Upper 60s, low 70s for the Suncoast, 73 in Orlando, 78 in Key West, 80 in Miami right now. Closer to home, 73 in Arcadia, 72 in Punta Gorda, 71 in Inglewood. So lovely conditions on this Thursday evening and clear skies. There could be some areas of patchy fog that developed late, but most likely that will be inland. High pressure pretty much in control. This is going to shift to the south, though, and an area of low pressure will be coming our way to light up this radar as we get into our Friday night into Saturday morning. We'll talk more about that later. But for this evening, expect mostly clear skies. Lows do drop down into the low 60s, upper 50s. I'll talk about this big change coming our way in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you. Now to a disturbing case out of Chicago where a video streamed on Facebook Live shows a young man held captive and tortured. Police are questioning 4 people. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the latest, but we want to warn you, the video you're about to see is disturbing.
Chicago police say this horrifying video shows some of the torture endured by a young man with mental health challenges. Investigators claim he was held captive for as long as 2 days, bound, beaten, cut with a knife, and verbally abused, including with racial slurs and even mentions of the president-elect. All while police say the 4 captors laughed and streamed the attack live on Facebook.
It's sickening. It's sickening. You know, it makes you wonder what would make individuals treat somebody like that.
Police say the victim's parents reported him missing on Monday. While police searched, they claim the parents began getting text messages from people claiming to be his captors. Investigators then found this video and discovered the victim wandering on a street, disoriented and alone.
They saw clearly that this individual was in distress and he was in crisis.
He was treated in a hospital and released. Police say he knew at least one of his attackers. The 2 men and 2 women accused in the attack now face felony charges, including aggravated kidnapping and hate crimes. And a Facebook spokesperson tells ABC News the original video was taken down, adding, quote, "We do not allow people to celebrate or glorify crimes on Facebook." Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
2 sisters say they were kicked off of an Allegiant Air flight after authorities deemed them to be a threat, and it cost them the chance to see their dying father. Debbie Hartman and Tricia Baker of DeLand, Florida, were on the plane in Orlando waiting to take off for North Carolina Monday when Baker says she got a text message that her father had just hours to live. She went to tell her sister, but a flight attendant told her to sit down. Hartman had a panic attack, and Baker accused the flight attendant of not being compassionate. The captain was alerted, and airport security escorted them off of the plane. Their father died shortly thereafter.
She said, "You're being very rude. My father is dying and I'm comforting her." And they said she needed to keep her personal problems off the plane.
Allegiant officials say they are investigating the incident.
Follow up now on a Florida plane that crashed in the Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee in December. Authorities say the investigation into that crash found that the pilot was using visual flight rules when the weather conditions at the time required the pilot fly with instruments. Also, the pilot's airman certification from the FAA shows he was not rated to fly with that instrument rating. No one survived the crash, and among the victims, a couple and their 8-year-old son from Broward County.
Walter Henry Solly died on December 7, 1941, when his ship, the USS Oklahoma, was attacked at Pearl Harbor. Now, after 75 years, he will have a funeral service and be laid to rest at the Pensacola National Cemetery. His remains were unidentified and have been buried at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Hawaii. He was identified earlier this year through a DNA match with relatives.
Back home.
Yes.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News tonight, answers to your medical questions.
Up next, how a Suncoast doctor is meeting with patients outside of the office to offer advice and health information.
A California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
How hard is it to stop a stroke? It is challenging, it is difficult, and every second counts. A comprehensive stroke center gives the patient a better chance to walk out with minimal to no disability. We are able to offer treatments above and beyond the standard 3 hours after the onset of a stroke. A place like Sarasota Memorial Hospital really increases those chances of giving back a better quality of life.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s. Don't miss the Luxury by the Bay event, Saturday, January 21st from noon till 4 p.m. at Harbor Isle. Water ski show, luxury cars, wine tasting, model home tours, and more.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Imagine being able to spend an hour with a doctor, ask questions, and leave with a definite health benefit. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us with information on walking with a doc. Alex?
Thanks, Haley. Who says you can't walk and talk at the same time? Well, now Suncoast physicians and their patients are proving that it can be done, all while taking a step toward better health. She walks for her own health and that of her patients.
Patients feel comfortable talking with me, and sometimes they want to share spontaneously something with me that is concerning them.
We've been having some cramps at night, and we wake up and we get this leg cramp, so we want to put that on the agenda for the next walk.
This is the first doctor I've ever had in all my years that this person cares about walking and talking with us, and that is doing what she's asking me to do.
We know that there's a benefit to walking. It helps to reduce your risk of coronary artery disease and many other things, including type 2 diabetes. But now, one local doctor is taking a step in the right direction towards health because she and her patients are participating in a walk with the doc.
We walk for 1 hour. It's 1.6 miles from the park where we meet to the South Jetty and 1.6 miles back.
Internal medicine Dr. Rose Baez of Gulf Coast Medical Group takes the lead locally on the national program and says communication is a huge added benefit.
And to not have the restraint of the 15-minute doctor visit.
And the doctor gives a 3 to 5 minute talk on a medical topic at the beginning of each walk.
We talked about probiotics, and that was very informative for me because I take a probiotic every day, so I really enjoyed learning more about that. The hydration part was not just, yes, I drink a lot of water and that's great, but that you have electrolytes and they need to be replenished in your body too.
There are conversations during the walk.
We might talk about medications, especially over the counter, high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol.
Dr. Baez says there's a lot of general information she can provide.
Once we start making things more specific, then I usually refer them to go speak to their own doctors or come see me.
And if you'd like to join in the Walk with the Doc, you can just show up at 8 a.m. the third Saturday of every month at Dr. Fred Albee Park on Venice Island. And we'll have more information for you at mysuncoast.com. You can just click on health.
And Alex, we want to know, how much is the program, and what if you don't go to this doctor? Can you still participate in this program?
Well, the good news is the program is absolutely free. It won't cost you a dime. And the other good news is, even if you have a different doctor, you can still join the Walk with the Doc group with Dr. Baez, and she takes the lead on it in our area. So it sounds like a great program. She's happy to help out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Alex. New mothers who pump breast milk often find it uncomfortable and inconvenient. The equipment is bulky and loud, and the process can be painful. But now a Silicon Valley company is out with a new product to make the process a little easier. The hands-free Willow is the first smart wearable pump that is also dishwasher safe. The device featured at the Consumer Electronics Show this week will be available in the spring, and it will cost about $430. Now let's head over to Josh, who's in for Bob, with our forecast.
All right, thanks so much, Haley. Well, high pressure in control, a very nice Thursday evening for us. Mostly clear skies and comfortable conditions. Out to the west here, we have a storm system producing some snow around Colorado and New Mexico. But look at all this green here around Louisiana, edging into Mississippi. This is going to be the next system that affects us as we get into the next 24 hours. We're talking about Saturday or Friday night into Saturday morning. This is going to really start to ramp up here, and then the cold front attached to it will be coming our way to really change our weather. But for right now, let's enjoy the comfortable conditions on this Thursday evening. Our radar remains very quiet. Current temperature in Sarasota, 69 degrees, 73 here in Bradenton and Venice, 71 degrees with mostly sunny, and then we're going to have a beautiful sunset and then clear skies tonight. Our high today topped out at 73. Just a couple of degrees above the average of 71 degrees. And the record was set back in 2007. 84 degrees was the record then. As far as rainfall today, well, nothing to show you here. We did have a weak cold front that came by the other day that brought us just 1/100th of an inch of rainfall, so very minimal rain, to say the least. But with this next system coming our way, expect the rain chance to be a little greater than that. We're talking about maybe a quarter to a half inch of rainfall. In fact, other areas could receive even more than that. So as we go into tomorrow, this is our transition day, okay? We're expecting mostly sunny skies in the morning hours, and as we go through the afternoon, the increase in cloud cover will take place. We're going to have another beautiful high in the mid-70s, so above the average of 71. And then things start to go downhill very quickly as we go through Friday evening. And we're talking about this system really charging its way towards us, and that means by later on Friday evening, showers, and even some thunderstorms, especially by Saturday morning, and then the winds will really pick up. And we're having that northerly wind component behind the cold front that's going to transport some very chilly air into the area. Some people may like that, but when you walk outside, say Sunday morning, you're going to be like, whoa, this is chilly, because our lows on Saturday night into Sunday morning could actually dip down into some areas into the mid-30s. That's right, it's going to be quite chilly. So here we go. Clear skies for tomorrow morning. Clouds increase by tomorrow night. We're looking at some light showers around the area. Then the really big change comes our way by Saturday morning, maybe about 7:30 in the morning. Even some thunderstorms that could be strong. We're going to have to watch this very closely. If any severe weather happens, at least what I'm looking at right now will probably be north of the I-4 corridor, but still one or two of these cells that track into the Suncoast on Saturday morning could be strong. We're just going to have to watch that very closely as this develops and gets closer to us, especially by tomorrow morning. John Scalzi will have an update for you by tomorrow morning. But then as the front passes us by, the winds are going to pick up. So tomorrow really is the last nice boating day, because over the weekend, boating is going to be hazardous. Expect tomorrow south wind at 10 knots, seas at 1 to 2 feet, and a beautiful 75 degrees at the beach. Okay, for the weekend, you can see the transition takes place. A high of 57 on Sunday with very windy conditions. Winds could gust up to over 25 miles per hour, but then we rebound by early to mid next week with highs topping out back in the low to mid 70s.
Thank you, Josh. Now the Suncoast Traffic Watch. 2 accidents in Bradenton on 53rd Avenue and 6th Street causing some delays. And an accident on 301 backing up traffic for southbound drivers near 63rd Avenue.
Mercedes-Benz is recalling nearly 48,000 SUVs to fix a sensor problem that could stop the front passenger airbag from inflating in a crash. The recall covers certain GL, GLE, and GLS models from the 2016 and 17 model years. Mercedes says a sensor in the front passenger seat may be calibrated incorrectly, classifying passengers as child seats and deactivating the airbag. It's unclear if the problem has caused any injuries, but Mercedes will notify owners and dealers will update the sensor software for free.
U.S. companies report a gain of 153,000 jobs in December, all in service industries, including retail and healthcare, according to a survey by payroll provider ADP. The provider says hotels and restaurants added 18,000 jobs in December, while higher paying professional services such as engineering added 24,000. However, manufacturers and construction firms reported thousands of job losses.
Sears is selling its well-known Craftsman brand to Stanley Black & Decker, which plans to grow the tool brand by selling its products at more stores. Right now, only 10% of Craftsman products are sold outside of Sears-owned department stores, including Kmart. Stanley will pay about $900 million for Craftsman when the deal closes this year. It breaks out like $200 million after 3 years and then a percentage of sales for 15 years.
Following the holidays, one family finds that their gift is a little better at getting them what they want, even more than they expected. Amazon's Echo strikes again.
It is the most popular gift that the Neitzel family received this Christmas.
Alexa.
Hello.
Play one of the Katy Perry songs.
Mom Megan's in-laws gave them Amazon's Alexa.
My husband set it up really quickly and just left it in the kitchen.
And soon the kids learned just what the device can do.
Not again. She plays knock-knock jokes. She sings stuff. She orders stuff.
It's that last part that 6-year-old Brooke learned the hard way.
I just asked her if she could order a dollhouse and some cookies, and she said, "Do you want this?" And I said yes.
I get an Amazon notification that says your order has shipped. And I thought, that's interesting. I've not made an order.
But there it was in her email. The Kid Craft Sparkle Mansion, $162.32.
And sure enough, later that evening, it showed up because Amazon's fast.
Brooke definitely seized her opportunity.
This is the dollhouse I ordered.
And the Neitzels
We're gonna send it.
Are giving the gifts to those who could use them.
A child hospital.
They're slowly handing out the contents of their 4-pound tin of cookies. And to any other Alexa owners, they give this message.
It took about 5 seconds to put those parental controls on there.
Think before you or your kiddos speak.
That with children.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it could just be singing songs and doing knock-knock jokes all day long.
Yes. Work those parental controls.
Right. I would have to put in something that would say, you know, like to put a stop to it. I don't know what they have, but I'm sure they have something like that.
Entertainment news is next.
In your home, insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
I support Goodwill because when I donate or shop, I have the power. The power to change lives.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
official salon of ABC7. Loose Salon.
Iconic 1960s rock band The Doors came together for a special honor and performance 50 years after releasing its self-titled debut album. Surviving members John Densmore and Robbie Krieger joined hundreds of fans to celebrate what has been proclaimed Day of the Doors in Los Angeles. Jim Morrison, the band's lead singer and songwriter, died in 1971 at the age of 27.
When you do these songs for many, many years over a lifetime, they're in your blood, and it only takes a second and to chase down the magic.
The group, known for hits such as Light My Fire, Riders on the Storm, performed L.A. Woman for the crowd.
Greta Van Susteren has a new job. MSNBC has hired the former Fox News host to host a daily news program at the dinner hour. Van Susteren has now completed a cable news hat trick, hosting shows on CNN, Fox, and now MSNBC. She says that, well, she got her start at CNN analyzing O.J. Simpson's trial, and that evolved into a regular role. After more than a decade at Fox, she left abruptly in late summer following a financial disagreement, saying Fox no longer felt like home.
Letters sent by Britain's late Princess Diana, including one in which she described a young Prince Harry as being constantly in trouble while at boarding school, are now set to go to auction. The 6 handwritten notes sent to a head steward at Buckingham Palace feature writings about Prince William and Prince Harry between the 1980s and 90s. The collection of letters will also be auctioned off with a boxed piece of cake from Queen Elizabeth II's wedding. The collection is expected to go for a little more than $21,000.
It's kind of a bargain with some of those auction items. Some of those things go for a lot more than that.
But that's some old cake.
I was going to say, I don't think you can eat that. I'm sure it's been frozen, but I'm trying to see what it, wonder what it even looks like at this point. Interesting. We'll be right back.